Okay, we are ready to dive into the guided practice. We're going to use Edpuzzle again today. So, what that means is I'm going to help get you started on the questions. Then I'm going to have you solve them. I'm going to then put a question on Edpuzzle for you to answer. Boys and girls, when you get that, it should give you the correct answer right away or let you know if your answers are correct or incorrect. And it will send me that so I can see how you're doing. I know yesterday was the first time that you used Edpuzzle and it was telling you the first one was incorrect. I couldn't go back and fix that for whatever reason, but I'm not taking a grade on it. It just gives me a chance to see how you're doing. And you get to check your own work and get a response right away. So let's go ahead and give this one a try. Starting with just going over the example. Sierra has a photo album with 3 empty pages. So I see page 1, page 2, and page 3 there. Each photo uses 1/6 of an album page. So they went ahead and divided that blank photo page up into 6. So that way you can see that you could fit one photo here, another photo here, another here, 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 and here. So each page would fit 6 photos. So how many photos can Sierra put on the empty pages, plural, meaning she can do 6 on that one, 6 on this one, and 6 on this one for a total of 18 pages. Or I'm sorry, 18 photos. So let's have you try number 16. I will get you started just by doing a little thinking, and then I want you to jump in and try to solve it. Corinne picked 1/4 gallon of blackberries. She poured the berries equally into 4 containers. What fraction of a gallon is in each container? Okay, go ahead and try that, and then you'll have a question pop up for you to submit. Okay, let's see how you did. Corinne picked 1/4 gallon of blackberries. So if we picture, let's just picture a gallon bucket, okay? And we'll even put the handle on the bucket. So Corinne picked 1/4 of a gallon. So if this entire thing is a gallon and you envision that it is divided up into fourths, Corinne picked 1/4 of a gallon. Okay, she poured the berries equally into 4 containers. So she's going to take those berries and she's going to pour them out of the bucket into 4 containers. Or in other words, that 1/4 that we have down there is going to be cut up into 4 containers. Again, imagining that the entire gallon is cut up. What did I just make? Something very similar to an area model. So what fraction of a gallon is in each container? So what is just one of these going to be? What fraction is that going to be? It's going to be this right here. Okay, so I see there are 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, and 4 here. That means that that is 1/16. If I write that as a fraction, or as an expression, I have 1/4 of a gallon cut up into 4 sections. So my fraction is going to be 1/16 of a gallon is how much would be in just one of those containers. Okay? All right, next problem. Cooper's USB drive is 1/2 full with 5 video files. Each video file is the same size. What fraction of the USB drive does one video file use? All right, so let's go back up to the top. Cooper's USB drive is 1/2 full. So I'm going to go ahead and create Cooper's USB drive. Okay, and it's half full. Okay? Why don't you go ahead and finish that up? Okay, so Cooper's USB drive is half full with 5 videos. So this part that's full has 5 videos in it. Okay. Assuming that each one of those is an equal size, what fraction of the USB drive does one file use? Well, imagine that the rest of the USB file is also split up the same way. Looks to me like this guy right here would be 1/10 of the entire USB drive. So 1/2 cut up into 5 parts. The fraction that the USB drive is, that one video file uses is 1/10. Okay, and the last practice problem. Devonte is studying for a history test. He uses 1/8 of a side of one sheet of paper to write notes for each history event. Oh my goodness. Better stop there. Better reread that. He uses 1/8 of a side of one sheet of paper to write notes. He fills 2 full sides of one sheet of paper. Which expression could be used to find how many events Devonte makes notes for? Go ahead and answer that and submit it. Okay, so I'm going to picture Devonte has a sheet of paper. Okay, remember a sheet of paper has 2 sides. He uses 1/8 of a side of that sheet of paper to write notes for a history event. So let's see. 1/8. 2, 4, 6, 8. So he can do a history event right there. He can do another history event there, and another one there. So, in other words, on one side of a sheet of paper, he's able to write about 8 events in history. Okay? He fills 2 full sides of one sheet. So he filled the front and the back in the same way. So that to me says he can put 16 historical events on one sheet of paper. So let's see what we have. Which one should that be? Should that be 2 groups of 1/8? Should it be 2 whole cut up into 1/8? Should it be 1/8 of 2? Or should it be 1/8 cut up into 2 wholes? What are you thinking there? Go ahead and submit. Let's see if you chose the right one.